Welcome to another episode of Feature Friday, a weekly series at Shade where I break down some of my favorite features that have come out in the last week, and we get to talk to some of our team members. As you can see on the agenda today, you're just stuck with me. But the good thing is that the rest of the team is heads down, focused in on working on new things related to Shade. So I'm just gonna break down some of my favorite features that came out this past week. Now, for starters, I wanna talk about session-based watermarking. And this is like a if you know kind of feature, because the people that need session-based watermarking, they really need it. This is like a crucial feature for some workflows. But if you're not familiar with that type of workflow, you may not see the value here, but you probably will after I'm done explaining it. So basically, session-based watermarking exists within collections in Shade. When you're going through the menu and enabling or disabling certain permissions for that collection, you can enable watermarking. Now, what this is gonna do is it's going to gray out the downloading option, which means no one will be able to download videos from that collection. But because in this case, you're probably sharing highly sensitive deliverables, it's also going to add a watermark on that deliverable. So now not only can that deliverable not be downloaded, but it also can't be screen recorded or anything like that without that watermark showing up on it. And it'll actually show the information of the person watching the video as the watermark. So it'll give you kind of like the username, the date, the time, all of that sort of thing. And the reason this is beneficial is just that enhanced level of security. When you're sharing out deliverables that have, crucial IP in them, and you don't want that IP basically being pirated or shared without your permission, then you need extra features like this to just enhance that security. So that's session-based watermarking, and it's gonna be hugely beneficial. We heard from enough of you that you needed it, and so obviously the incredible engineering team put in a ton of work and got it working for you. Now, the next feature is one that I'm particularly excited about because this is kind of a lifesaver. It's one of those features that will remain invisible within Shade until you really need it. But then when you do, you're gonna be shocked that it even exists. We call this snapshots. And what this essentially is it's an opportunity for you to roll back the version of the drive or see previous snapshots of the drive within the Shade app and then actually mount that version of the drive. Let me give you the real world how it works. You go into a drive on your Shade app and you're gonna click the little 3-dot icon. Then within there, you'll see an option to select snapshots. Within the snapshots menu, you're gonna see all the recent snapshots of that drive. Now, you may be asking yourself like, why is this helpful? Well, you can actually go incredibly far back with this data, but also this is gonna save you if a new team member or someone who just doesn't know their way around Shade happens to delete something. Let's say that has just recently happened. I can simply go to snapshots. I can scroll back to a previous version of that drive and I can actually mount that drive. So now it's actually possible for me to have the current version of the drive mounted as well as a previous version. Now, an important note with this is that it's read only. So you're not able to actually edit any of these files. Like if there's a project file on the snapshot drive, you're not able to open that project file up and start editing it. You can, however, pull files from the snapshot drive into your NLE of choice and start editing the videos there. But the way that most people are probably going to use this feature is simply by mounting that snapshot drive and then moving the previously deleted files over to your active drive. Regardless, the point is this is going to be a huge lifesaver. If something happens like that where you basically get a file deleted, or maybe even you get some folder structures messed up, you can go back to snapshots and remedy that. Now, last but certainly not least is collection duplication. And this is exactly what it sounds like. You're now able to duplicate a collection, and you're even given options of what you want to carry over from that collection. Now, the way I see this panning out is, let's say that I have one collection set up, but I actually need to deliver those same deliverables to multiple different stakeholders related to the project. So what I can do is I can deliver a really clean collection that is just simply a viewer or a player for maybe the more executive level stakeholders. Let's say that they're not gonna want to give comments or feedback or download the assets. So I give them a blank slate view in that collection. But then without having to recreate a new collection from scratch, I can simply duplicate that collection, enable comments or enable downloads depending on what the other members of the team need to view that deliverable. And then I can simply send out both collections to their respective parties, and each person is gonna get a different experience. But honestly, there's a ton of different use cases for this as well. So let me know in the comments how you're gonna use not only duplicate collections, but also all the other features that we talked about today. And as usual, I just want to hype up our incredible engineering team. I got to spend a lot of time with some of them a couple weeks ago, and really this team is solely focused on making Shade incredible, bringing features to the app that you guys as the user are asking for, but also that will just improve the experience overall. And it doesn't matter who you talk to on the engineering team, they're all focused on the same goal. So just want to shout them out. They're all incredible. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and thanks for using Shade.